Glory be to God for dapple things, for skies of couple colour as a brinded cow, for rose moles all in stipple upon trout that swim, fresh fire-cold chestnut falls, finches' wings, landscape plotted in peace, fold, fallow and plough, and all trades their gear and tackle and trim. All things counter, original, spare, strange, whatever is fickle, freckle, who knows how, with swift, slow, sweet, sour, a dazzle, dim, he fathers forth whose beauty is past change, praise him. To be pied is to have two or more colors in dots or splotches. The poem is aptly titled, for it brings out the marvelous beauty in what he perceives as creations of God. Gerald Manley Hopkins was known to be a very religious man, a devout Christian. There are references to divinity and a supreme power in most of his works, and this poem is no exception. And while it is true that any audience at large is divided on appreciating or even acknowledging such concepts in the literature they're exposed to, this poem is a lovely description of sights we often perhaps overlook and can be read and enjoyed even just for that. He skips over the exotic images that often constitute the muse for romantic poems and instead chooses simple yet striking birds and animals, implying that beauty is indeed all around us and we need only to look. It takes the form of a curtal sonnet, a form invented by Hopkins. It is an 11-line sonnet, more accurately 10 and a half, but rather than the first 11 of a standard sonnet, it consists of precisely 3/4 of the structure of a Petrarchan sonnet. Shrunk proportionately, the octave becomes a sestet, the sestet a quatrain, and finished with a tailpiece. The rhyme scheme followed is ABC, ABC, DB, It makes use of the sprung rhythm, a poetic rhythm designed to imitate the flow of natural speech. The poet is thankful for dapple things or those marked with spots, such as the skies that have two colors like the patchy cow and the trout marked with pink spots swimming through the stream. He appreciates the chestnut that falls and the wings of the finches, the landscape that's plotted and pieced with varied surfaces, fallow, fold and plough, and the varied trades that man engages in with all the different equipment they make use of. Everything that he sees around him appears contradictory, original and strange, swift but slow, sweet but sour, and a dazzle but dim. All of this, according to the poet, is the creation of God, glory be to him. Sparknote's commentary is particularly relevant. The poem becomes an apology for these unconventional or strange things, things that might not normally be valued or thought beautiful. Being induced to appreciate the world and romanticize everything in it can often morph into toxic positivity, but sometimes if the circumstances so permit, it can be rather liberating and magical to just be in the moment and take in the sights and sounds of creatures around you. I'm not a nature person, so what am I doing here making a 20-poem series on pretty much exactly that is a justified and valid question, and yet I find myself taken by the sheer diversity and magnitude of things not processed by machines. The flighter and the flightless, the salt water and the fresh water, the predators and the prey. They are all beautiful in their own way, and the contradictory adjectives used in line 9 bring that out really well. The alliteration used creates a tone that can be described as hymn-like. The pure awe and amazement is brought to light by the rhetorical question in line 8, and the juxtaposition of colors makes this poem a lively delight.